Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I've joined with
Ian.
We are excited to be here. We are ready to talk about where all the big money's at on the line and what prizes you need to be coming out for. And we're going to be streaming to you live on all of those brand new Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as Twitch. Our channel names on both are MegaSota for you guys.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are checking in and let us know what's happening as we've let out a bunch of those Pilot TVs to some brand new locations. And those locations being Trouble's Bar, Spunky's, Springbrook Golf Course, Hoover's Pub, Sherwood Lounge, as well as the Country Lounge.
Absolutely. So if you're at one of those locations, you're watching us on a shiny new Pilot TV, but we got even more getting rolled out to you guys all over Minnesota to stay in the know about which locations you can check those out at. But we have a lot of jackpots you guys need to be checking out today, and we get started off hot and heavy with that Twins Bingo, $11,442 on the line, 25-cent cards like always, 52 balls or less, guys. You absolutely need to be coming there for lunchtime.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already grown up to $11,000. We'll see if we can give it out today, as it's like you said, really nice prize. But the nice prizes continue into the Jackpot 125-cent edition. That the minor prize is starting off at $90. You can win it in 56 balls or less. Only needs $10 for it to click up over that $100 mark. And after it does that, the very next game will be clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less. So it should be a lot of those minor jackpots going out during that 25-cent edition.
Absolutely, but the $1 edition is no different. You guys absolutely need to be coming out for our happy hour show today. Our minor on that one is coming out at $97 exactly, 52 balls or less. Only needs $3 more before that next enrolling screen. You'll be seeing that click up from 52 to 56.
Ooh, exciting stuff. But we only had one exciting jackpot go out yesterday, which went out to JYD over at Zorba's on Gold Lake, taking home $1,523. Good job, JYD.
Absolutely, and while we did give out two other jackpots during the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter yesterday, they didn't count towards our rolling total since they weren't over that $600 amount. But that first one we gave out went out to Angie over at the Sidetrack, who got a winning of $506.
Yeah, then we had Nick JP at the Trail Stop Tavern and Pick 913 over at Lefty's Bar and Grill, splitting up a jackpot of $582.35.
Nicely done to all of our jackpot winners yesterday. Hopefully you guys can take home some cash today as well, and a great chance to take some home is by playing some of our e-tabs. We are going on week 2, even maybe week 3 now.
Well, this Thursday's week 2
Okay, we're going on week 2 of it since we released our latest e-tab game. And if you guys didn't know, it's called Later Gator. It's a lot of fun. You definitely want to check out that Gator bait bonus round. You set the bait in search of those big gators and some big prizes. It's a lot of fun.
It definitely is a blast to play, so go check out those e-tab games as well as a lot of other e-tab games. But we do have some weather to check in, as we are checking in with Egan, Minnesota today. And it's looking to be a sunny, hot one, as it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, near record high temperatures with a high around 95 degrees.
Wowie.
Winds southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour, but it's looking to be a hot one out there today.
Absolutely. You guys definitely need to be prepared for that. But into the nighttime, you should definitely be prepared because it's looking like a 60% chance of rain. It's only going to be cooling off to about 69 degrees tonight, so it is going to stay pretty warm out there. It'll be partly cloudy skies, but it'll give way to those occasional showers overnight. And so you guys definitely need to be looking at that. We have some winds going about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and you're looking at a full moon tonight.
Yeah, hey, not a bad night, but it stinks that it's going to be full of rain on that night, so you won't be able to see that that moon. But maybe you will if you got some clear skies around wherever you're at. Should be a fun one. But I love a good hot day, even when it's in the 90s. I still appreciate it over the lower than 32 degrees days. If I don't have to wear a jacket, I'm happier in my life.
Absolutely. But we talked about those hot prizes on the line for you guys today, and we already talked about this one once, but we're going to talk about it again. Twins Bingo from 12 to 1 is where we get our day started off with our bingo. It's 25-cent cards like we already mentioned, and $11,442 on the line. And if you're taking home jackpots or even those line prizes or large M prizes, you guys are taking home some points towards the Twiking Zone.
Yeah, the Twiking Zone got one shakeup in it, and it was in that 9th place spot.
Wow.
As there was a tie between Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon and Pooba over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights. They both had 120,000 points. Pooba was able to get a win yesterday, able to move out of that tie with Elsa and get sole possession of 9th place with 121,000 points. But, I mean, only a 1,000 point lead for them.
Absolutely. And, I mean, even going further, our tight-knit races continue continue on. In 8th place, we have Yo-Yo at Riverside Store and Tavern, sitting with 135,000, but with 136,000 right ahead of him, we have Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue. This is definitely a race you're going to want to look out for.
Oh, yeah, but our top 3 are actually in a tight race, with one of them getting into a new point club, so we'd love to highlight that. The tight race is in 3rd and 2nd place spot. Nan in 3rd place at Corky's Bar South Haven has 211,000 points. Only 5,000 points ahead of them is Sinbob over at the Bedrock, who has 216,000 points. Big time total for Sinbob, and we'll see if they can continue to up the ante with that one as they try to keep that lead going. But on the 1st place spot, they just got into the 300,000 point club. In 1st place, we got Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine, now with 307,000 points. It was kind of projected to yesterday for it to happen. They were at 299,000 points yesterday, and we saw them get wins while we were playing Twins Bingo, and now look at it, 307,000 points. What a season so far for Scrub Eye.
That is super impressive and nicely done, and you still have a couple weeks left to go for you guys to get those point totals even higher, so definitely come and play some Twins Bingo before this season ends. But onto the location side of things, it's looking like there was a shakeup as we officially saw that tie get broken up.
No, tie get formed.
A tie get formed. All right. It's between Eagles Rochester and Rochester. They tied it up with our place on 3rd and Faribault. Now they both are in 6th place, and they both have 296,000.
Yeah, Eagles Rochester was in 7th place before that. But outside of that, there isn't too many crazy. There is one other close race. One close race that we definitely need to highlight. Only 5,000 points separating these two locations. Corner Bar and Goodhue and Steve-O's in Crystal. Corner Bar and Goodhue, 5th place. Steve-O's in 4th place. And Steve-O's has 306,000 points, with Corner Bar and Goodhue 301,000 points.
That's definitely a race we need to look out for. And Poppers in Virginia, such a hot location towards this tail end of the season 11. We are definitely seeing them showing up in all these different standings. They just got into the 10th place spot yesterday.
Yes, as yesterday when
over the weekend.
over the weekend. So really good stuff for Poppers in Virginia. But our top 3 do sit like this: American Legion Fridley in 3rd with 523,000 points. With 533,000 points in 2nd place, we got Corky's Bar in South Haven, and in 1st place we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 926,000 points.
Oh yeah, they're over a quarter of the way there to get to that 1 million point club.
Yeah.
We need to see it happen before season 11 is over, and so definitely come out and play, and we're gonna try and see if it happens.
We're close to halfway done with this month, and so they're going to have to pick up the pace if they want to get to that 1 million point club, but I wouldn't doubt them.
Absolutely. But if you guys didn't know, right now we're listening to a little bit of Nugget Chasers. This is one of our newest eTab games as well. It's a lot of fun. You definitely want to check this out. But if it doesn't sound up to your speed, we have over 50 different charitable eTab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. They all have 85% payout, huge prizes up to $1,500, small bets between 50 cents and $5, and awesome bonus rounds and free play rounds as well that you can win as well.
Yeah, the main miner that's in Nugget Chasers, the one that has the big nose on him. All I can think of when I look at him is the dad from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh, I think of the dad from Luca.
Oh, very, very similar. Very similar vibes.
Yes, the big mustache, big nose.
Yes, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is a little bit more iconic in my head, especially because that was like my childhood show.
Yes.
And I've only watched Luca one time.
Yes.
And so I totally see it now that you say it. But it's because those dads give off the exact same like look to them. And so check it out. See if you can notice what character we're talking about. As soon as you see him, you'll know what we're talking about if you do know the characters. And so you should definitely play a little bit of Nugget Chasers, as well as all the different eTab games that we have.
Oh, yeah, but you guys definitely want to be playing the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter as well. That's going to be running from 1 o'clock all the way till 4 p.m. We're starting out the day with that miner at $90.08. 56 balls or less. Only needs 10 more dollars before that clicks up to 60 balls or less. We also have that major starting out the day at $1,042 at 48 balls or less. And that mega at $28,603, 48 balls or less. You definitely want to be trying for that.
Yeah, should be some fun stuff, and we got even more fun stuff in our happy hour bingo, as that's going to be run from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, with Lucky 4 bingo starting it off right at 4 o'clock with $18,604 on the line. That leads you right into some Jackpot Hunter action that runs from 4 all the way till 6 before you get one. After that, you get one final game of Lucky 4 bingo. If you don't give out that prize at 4 o'clock, it'll be $18,000 once again. But in that Jackpot Hunter $1 $1 edition, you have a minor prize of $97, 52 balls or less to win, a major prize of $3,718, 48 balls or less to win, and a mega prize of 100 grand that you take home in 45 balls or less. Should definitely come out for those great prizes.
Absolutely, and it's sandwiched right in the middle of that first opportunity and second opportunity for that Lucky 4 bingo. But while you guys are taking home some prizes during the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter, you're also taking home some points to count towards our Jackpot Hunter standings.
Oh yeah, and some of the stuff that has happened during these standings is just close races on close races. You got 9th place Brother Nat over at the chart house with 59,000 points. 2,000 points ahead of him is Kev over at the Deer Stand in 8th with 61,000 points. 2,000 points ahead of them in 6th place. We actually have a two-way tie between 2A Girl at Jimmy G's Bar and Kimmy over at Nisoa Legion. And then, I mean, it's pretty close even heading up to the next race. Only 5,000 points to 5th place Crazy Kid over the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 68,000 points. Only 1,000 points ahead of him. In 4th place is Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. It's tight-knit from 9th all the way to 4th place. Every kind of shakeup could happen at the end of this season 11, and I don't think anybody's safe outside of that top 3, which our top 3 have been pretty solidified for a little bit now, and they would take a big push at the end to catch up to those guys.
Absolutely, but out of this huge chunk of players who are neck and neck and neck with each other, who do you think is going to be their big-time riser?
I'm going to go with the big-time player that seems like she's focused on the Jackpot Hunter standings more than she's focused on the Twiking Zone. And she's a former champion. Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. She is in the lead right now out of all these players, and I expect her to continue to push that and be maybe the only player that might be able to challenge that top 3 spot.
Absolutely, but I'm going to be looking at in our tie. I'm looking to see Kimmy jump out of that. She comes out and she gets hot sometimes, but it is going to take some consistent play to get pushed past these players as she's still tied up in that 6th place spot with 2A Girl.
Yeah, she goes through like 2-week stretches where she just is gaining mass points, and then you'll see her just not play for a little bit. If she gets on the right 2-week stretch, like right here at the end of season 11, you could see her really pushing up these standings.
Absolutely, but our top 3 have stayed pretty solidified, and it'll take a big push, like you said, if any of these other players want to jump up that high. So in 3rd place, we sit with Not Lucky over at American Legion Fridley with 83,000. With 144,000 points in 2nd place, we have Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue, and our number 1 player is Bobo, who's also playing at Corner Bar in Goodhue, but sits with 151,000.
Oh yeah, but into the location standings. Just yesterday, we watched Boulevard Tavern shoot up from 10th place into 8th place, bumping back that tie into 9th place, and that tie still remains in 9th place between American Legion Fridley and Shady's Railside and Rice. They both have 103,000 points.
That's absolutely crazy, and I missed it. There was a tie going on in our 6th place spot, but it's looking like Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 came out on top, pushing the Riverboat Depot back to 7th. They're still pretty neck and neck, though. Riverboat Depot sits with 117,000, while the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 has 118,000. But even not that far ahead of them, Gas Can Bar and Grill sits in 5th with 122,000. That's definitely a 3-way race that I'd like to see what happens.
Yeah, then it's a 20,000 point jump to the next location, and almost a 100,000 point jump to the location in 3rd place. And so it's it gets crazy as you get higher up in these standings, but those top locations, they've been really duking it out. And in 3rd place, one of our top locations that through all of these seasons that we played, Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, they got 224,000 points. With 285,000 points in 2nd place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park, the number 1 location in the Twiking Zone. And in 1st place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 412,000 points.
Absolutely. That is incredible to see. Corner Bar and Goodhue has been dominating this season, but I got to give it to locations like VFW Spring Lake Park, who has been a consistent location throughout the entirety of our standings, not just in one solo game, but throughout all of them. It has been awesome to see, and I can't wait to see the total they come to in that Viking Zone.
Yeah, it's tough to be top 3 in 2 different standings. I don't know if are they in our PGL standings? I guess we'll check in just a second. I don't know exactly if they are or aren't, but back to the live bingo. After those games a happy hour games of 2 lucky for 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. You get into some skull bingo action that runs from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock with a coverall of $39,913. You can win it in 50 balls or less. That's the highlighted one of this game. But the large frame's not bad at $4,061, 43 balls or less to win. And the line prize, I mean, another good prize, $245 that you can take home in 10 balls or less. So definitely come out for some skull bingo that will be interrupted tonight because we have one of those lovely specialty nights happening.
That's right. It's going to be a MegaSota game night for you guys. It's going to be kicking off at 6:40 like it does each and every Tuesday. It's your only chance to see Tony and Nikki taking on over, so you guys definitely want to be out there trying to win as much cash and some PGL points as possible. They're even going to have an extra opportunity at some Jackpot Hunter, so if there's any big money that leaves off on that $1 edition, you'll have one more round during MegaSota game night. You'll also be ending off your night with a Jackpot Jungle coverall. That's the $1 edition. So in 54 balls or less, you could take home a jackpot over $16,281.
Yeah, definitely some really, really great stuff on that MegaSota game night. It should be a blast to play. But we have another really fun game night tomorrow night with our TwinsWinsDay. It runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Bunch of PGL tournament game action, as well as our own grand finale of Jackpot Jungle, the 25-cent edition. They take home $13,226. That you take home in 52 balls or less.
Absolutely, you won't want to miss it. But the only way you guys can earn those PGO points that are awarded on both specialty nights tonight and tomorrow, you need to make sure you're signed up at pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you'll be able to compete for those PGL points and have access to insider information like a monthly newsletter. It's a lot of fun. You can even use that direct login to sign into your Player Connect app once you download it. It is a great resource to have. You can watch our streams directly as well as interact with us on there.
Yeah, it's a really good time. And we also like to highlight those players. And some of those player names is Heidi Ho, Brent and Jesse, Natural, Critter 623, Winfred Rue, Dusty 726, Tylert, Mail Lady, Jay-Z, Ms. Holly, Miss Kitty, Poe, Beatnik, Sandud, Aim 23, and Ducks.
Nice. It is super exciting to see all the creativity and all the different names signing up. Hopefully we can see you guys out there tonight as well as tomorrow night to compete against each other for these top 10 standings.
Yeah, speaking of those top 10s, we have a crazy top 3 with 2 of them being in the 2 million point club. They've been really going at it. And in third place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,742,925 points. In second place, we got Keith over at Village Rockford with 2,272,330 points. And with 2,449,175 points in first place, it's Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post.
That is incredible. I'm looking to see if we can get even more of these players in the 2 million point club before the season is over. You guys only have a few more PGL nights to accumulate those points in this tail end of season 11, so it really is crunch time.
Yeah, but in the locations of the standings, we did have a few more shakeups that happened just all the way back in last Wednesday, which feels forever ago at this point. But getting bumped back from 9th into 10th, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa, who never stays in the same spot. They got bumped back by Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. We'll see if they get themselves bumped out of the standings or if they shoot back up, as they sometimes like to do. But outside of that, there was no other shakeups on Wednesday. So everything else stayed the same. There are some close races, like between Neeson's Gaylord and VFW Northfield. We'll see who's got more play coming out tonight. But our top 3 did stay the same, and they've been really competing for it, as they all are either close to the 7 million point club or already in that club.
That's right. And in third place, we got Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake, who sits with 6,933,459 points. Second place is a big-time riser in the last couple weeks. Poppers in Virginia sits with 7,523,047 points. While still reigning in first place since they stole it over from Third Rail Bar and Grill, it's Billy's Rockford in Rockford sitting in first with 7,766,344 points.
Now, I know you made the prediction that Poppers in Virginia is taking it over tonight or tomorrow night, and I said, no, it ain't happening. Not at least for a few weeks. It's not going to be happening. And so we'll see what happens. We all got some hot takes and what's happening between that race between Poppers and Virginias and Billy's Rockford. And so if you guys want to stay up to date with all that craziness, go and give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games, and you'll see our logo. Click on that. You'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, so much more, as well as a website link that has our link tree. It has links to bar locations, social medias, PGL.world, anything you could ask for is right there on that Facebook page. So definitely go check it out, as well as check out our player spotlight, because we've got a great player spotlight supporting a great charity.
That's right, and it's the biggest jackpot that went out over this past weekend, and it went out to 4-Man Rules over at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill, who got to take home $4,447. While he was playing over at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill, along with all the other players there, they supported the Moose Lodge 1703 Alberta Lay. Their mission is an international organization of men and women dedicated to caring for young and old while bringing communities close together and celebrating life.
Yeah, a great charity celebrated by a great location. So while you're playing Pilot Games, remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Have a good one, guys.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, and we love playing a little bit of Jackpot Hunter, and we played those at Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, where you guys earn points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings, as well as earning some really good cash prizes.
Absolutely, and there's some big crazy ties going on, so I'm going to hop right into these player standings. And in 10th place, we start off with Spazwell over at the Gas Can Bar and Grill, who sits with 51,000. Brother Ned over at the Chart House sits with 59,000 in 9th place. Then in 8th, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand sitting with 61,000. And then we jump right into a newly formed tie in 6th place between 2A Girl at Jimmy G's Bar and Kimmy at Niswa Legion. Both players have 63,000. But with 65,000 in 5th place, it's the Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hanger, 45. 4th place sits with Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 69,000. 3rd place is Not Lucky at American Legion Fridley with 83,000. But with a whopping 137,000 in 2nd place, we got Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue. But reigning in 1st place, it is Bobo, also playing at Corner Bar in Goodhue, but with a whopping 151,000.
Crazy point totals, and even crazier point totals when we get into the location standings.
Oh,
and we get started off in a 10th place tie between Boulevard Tavern in West St. Paul and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. They both have 97,000 points.
Ooh.
With 100,000 points in 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley. With 101,000 points, though, in 8th place, we got Shady's Railside and Rice. 7th place is Riverboat Depot and Sartell with 112,000 points, tied up with the Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 in Hilltop. They are both in 6th place. In 5th place, we got Gas Can Bar and Grill and Brainerd with 120,000 points. With 136,000 points in 4th place, we got Concordia Lanes in New Ulm. Then in 3rd place, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 217,000 points. And with 267,000 points in 2nd place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. And in 1st place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue with 405,000 points.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 4 to 6 for the happiest hours of the day when we jump into those $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter.
There it is, 53 balls. Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Twins bingo action. 50 seconds before we get into this first game. $11,450 on the line, and we are streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Absolutely, and a couple of those locations that just got brand new Pilot TVs included Trouble's Bar, Spunky's, Springbrook Golf Course, Hoover's Pub, Sherwood Lounge, as well as the Country Lounge. And so if you're at any of those primetime locations, you're going to watch us on a shiny new Pilot TV.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. And we've given out some great jackpots over the last week. 20 jackpots over the rolling week. Got back into 20 over this last week. And we've given out 541 jackpots during this season 11. It's been a good one. And only one jackpot yesterday, like I said.
Yeah, that's right. It went out to JYD over at Zorba's on Gulf Lake, who got to take home $1,523. Nicely done. But we are officially in this game number 1, and it's looking like, let's see what kind of money we got on the line. $6 on that line and large M, and $11,484 on that jackpot.
Oh, yeah. What does JYD stand for?
Just Your Dance.
Just Your Dance.
That's just what it came.
Okay, okay. Were you thinking of Just Dance, and then you're like, you gotta add a Y in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Just Your Dance.
Just Your Dance.
Okay. So, you
What's
know,
your
like a
take
solo
on it?
performance kind of dealio. I'm gonna go with,
Jumpin' Yellow Dragons.
that's a good one. That's a great
Just
one.
that one.
Jungle Youth Discovery. Yeah, it's a program for
the youth.
for the youth to go out to the jungle
Discover.
and discover. Well, good job, JYD, getting the win on this one. And we got a winner on this line prize going out to Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, taking home $6 on that line prize. Now we're working a large M of $6. We'll see if one of my favorite names out there, Scoop, can get the win, or maybe the #1 player, or number 2, number 3. We got a lot of big-time players out there right now coming after that 11 grand jackpot.
That's right. And while JYD might have been our only jackpot, over $600 getting to count towards that rolling total, we ended up giving out a few other ones during our happy hour show just yesterday.
Yeah, we had Angie over at the sidetrack winning $506, the first of those minor jackpots to go out.
Absolutely. And then we had another split win between Nick JP over at Trail Stop Tavern and Pick 913 over at Lefty's Bar and Grill, and they both got to split up $582.35.
Good job to all three of those players getting the wins there. But we'll see if someone can get the win right here nice and early so we can have a run-up at this $11,000 jackpot.
It's going to happen.
2 big-time players away from getting the win here. Juicy Loser, Sinbob, who can take it home as we needed to go out before 50. Yeah, Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, getting the double win on this one, $6. And we got 2 balls to give out this one right here, right now.
It's going to happen.
It doesn't look like it. $9 on that must-go coverall prize, but that just means that jackpot's going to continue to grow and get larger heading into tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But speaking of great jackpots, you can find some really nice jackpots in the Gator Bait bonus round of the brand new E-Tab game that we just released, Later Gator. In that Gator Bait bonus round, if you shoot the biggest gator, you'll be getting some really, really nice large prizes.
Oh, yeah, you get to pick the bait you live out and everything like that. But we got Kate's Papa taking the 3-peat win over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights. $9 going out to you. Nicely done. Just clean sweep in this game number 1.
Oh, yeah, definitely some great stuff. And I asked Will this, and he's obviously all there for it. Would you actually go gator hunting?
Yeah.
You would go gator hunting?
I don't know if I would, like, hunt the gators, but I would go along for the ride.
You go along for the... No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you got to hold the gun.
Yeah, no, I'm okay on that.
You're good on it. Not gonna do it. Is there any big game, whatever, hunting that you
No.
Bears that you'd go after?
No.
Are you less likely to go after bears? Go even along for the ride for the bear hunt?
Well, yeah, no, there's no chance.
There's no chance.
There's no chance.
Okay. Just wondering. Will said Gators and Bears. That's the two. Any other big game? He's like I don't want to eat it. There's no like real accomplishment for it.
And I don't have that interest, and so I think I'll just sit on the sidelines for that one.
Yeah. No, I get that. I totally do.
Yeah.
Definitely some fun stuff. But check out the brand new ETAB game, as well as check out our Facebook page, which has a bunch of great information in it. Just search up Pilot Games on the search bar. Click on our logo, and you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressive player pictures, and so much more, like a website link, which has our link tree, which has links to bar locations, social medias, pgl.world, and so much there.
Absolutely. You name it, we got it on that Facebook page. You can even see a promo for that new ETAB game later, Gator, right on that Facebook if you want to check that out before you play.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. Also play all of our live bingo games that we have, because we got some really great ones. We got Twins Bingo that's running from 12 all the way till 1, and you're already here for it. So we'll be running all the way till 1 o'clock until we get that jackpot 125 cent edition that runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock with a mega prize of 28,048 balls or less to win, a major prize of 1,048 balls to win, and a minor prize of $90.56 balls or less to win. You should definitely come out for it, as well as the games after that, which is our happy hour bingo.
Oh yeah, the best 2 hours of the day, my friends. From 4 all the way till 6 p.m. You get 2 chances at Lucky 4 bingo right at the start at 4 p.m. and the other one finishing off our happy hour show right at 6. We have over $18,600 on the line in that one. Take it home in those lucky couple numbers, and I guarantee your Monday or your Tuesday will be starting off right. But we also have those 23 games of the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter that are sandwiched right in the middle. We're starting out the day at that minor at $97. Only needs 3 more dollars to click up before that very next game is going to go from 52 to 56 balls or less. We also have that major at $3,718 at 48 balls or less, and that mega at $100,000, 45 balls or less for you guys.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there, and it gets you going into some really fun Skull Bingo. That's going to be running from 6 to 10 with 1 interruption in the middle, but the Skull Bingo has a coverall of 39,000. You can take home in 50 balls or less, a large frame of 4,000. You can take home in 43 balls or less, and a line prize of $245 that you take home in 10 balls or less. Some super fun stuff, as well as a really good MegaSota game night, which will be interrupting that Skull Bingo right at 6:40, and it happens every single Tuesday night. A bunch of PGL tournament game action with Tony and Nikki trying to give out some prizes in, you got high-low games in there. You got
yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm a specialist on that TwinsWinsDay.
You've done MegaSota game night before, though.
Like twice, months ago.
Same with me. And but we do got Scoop over at Pete's Sports Bar and Grill taking home that $10 line prize. Now we're working on a $10 large M, as well as an $11,540 coverall prize.
Yeah, tonight you guys can expect a little Lucky 7 high-low action. We got some Fishing Derby. We even have that extra round of that $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter, so if there's any big cash left on the line, you'll get another chance at it. They even got some open season, easy money, and that Jackpot Jungle coverall. That's the $1 edition, so in 54 balls or less, you could be taking home $16,000, guys.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun, and it should be a lot of fun tomorrow night, as we got TwinsWinsDay that runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Me and Jordy come on live, and we try and give out a bunch of PGL points as well as cash, like a Jackpot Jungle 25-cent edition that we're trying to give out of $13,226 that you can win in 52 balls or less.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you guys sign up at pgl.world and come out for our specialty nights.
Oh, yeah, but we got that $10 large M that we're still working on, as we got an answer closing in on that one, 2 balls away over at Corky's Bar, South Haven.
Let's see it.
While we're working towards it, we do have some national days that we can get into, and some important national days as well as some important world days.
Absolutely, and this first one is World Blood Donor Day. World Blood Donor Day on June 14th serves to celebrate the donors and to raise awareness. The need for safe and reliable supplies of blood and blood products is never ending and is a requirement around the world. Thanks to volunteer donors, readily accessible blood banks, and trained professionals, quality blood supplies are more accessible now than ever before.
Yeah, it's really, really great. I think being able to donate blood on a regular basis is always something cool. I haven't done a lot of like actual donating blood. I did it in high school at points, but but doing it with, I've done more of the plasma
Yes.
as of recently, just because it's easier, quicker, you get paid a little bit for it, and it helps a lot of people.
Absolutely, but we got Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge taking home $10. We moved past that jackpot. We got $15 on that Musco prize. And yeah, I suffer from having low iron levels,
Yeah.
and so I can't donate that often. But my father, who has a O negative blood type, which is like the universal,
He does it.
donates more than any person I've ever met in my life.
That's awesome.
He loves it. He prides himself on it. He loves being able to help as many people as possible.
We do got GTZ over at the Midi taking home $15 on that coverall prize. Good job, GTZ, as we're now getting rolled into a game number 3 of Twins Bingo. Continue to get enrolled and press play, as that jackpot was not able to go out on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, donating blood, all a very, very great thing that you could do that helps out more people than you even realize. There was only I didn't do it a lot in high school, like because I would have done it more, but it was just because it always happened like during sporting days and stuff like that. Like it would be like springtime, and I'd have like a track meet that day, and I'm like, I can't give blood before a track meet.
Yeah,
Like
no, you can't.
I'm about to run. Like I'll end up passing out while I'm running around the track today if I end up doing that.
That happened to me just by donating my blood in high school. I fainted so badly in our aux gym. And
Really?
so I was told, you've been ixnayed. You are no longer welcome to donate
Yeah,
blood.
I never had too bad of side effects from ever donating.
See, donating
blood.
plasma, I don't have the
Oh,
same
plasma,
effect.
yeah. I get no side effects with
They
it.
warned me every single time they tested. They're like, I hope you know you're at the lowest level we can accept for iron.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I know.
But plasma, it's a lot less of a thing because they
Yes.
return the blood cells back to you. It's just removed of plasma, and so it makes it a lot easier. But it's always it's a really good thing. But it's also a lot of people just can't handle the needle in the
Yes.
arm and watching the blood come out.
No, that's never bothered me.
Yeah, I understand it being weird though.
Yeah, I've only ever had one bad experience, but I don't think it should deter anyone from donating. And so if you guys have the health and the means, you should definitely try and donate some blood or plasma to help out those around you.
Oh yeah, especially blood, because it's Blood Donor Day, and so if you find any blood bank or being able to any event where you can donate some blood, get signed up today. Next up, though, on our National Day list, we do got National New Mexico Day.
Oh, yeah.
On June 14th, National New Mexico Day recognizes the land of enchantment, home to ancestral Pablos, and later the Navajo, Apache, and New Mexico's southwest landscape is dotted with ruins that withstand the test of time.
Absolutely, and I've looked up a couple interesting facts about the state, as we typically do on our Tuesdays. So let's talk about it. The biggest city is Albuquerque, and it is, in fact, the land of enchantment. I really like that that name for the state.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It was the 47th state to join in 1912, and as of July, last year, they have over 2 million people officially living there.
Wow, that's really, really interesting.
The yucca plant is their state flower.
Yeah, New Mexico has more PhDs per capita than any other state.
Really?
I don't know.
That's really cool.
That just surprised me. Santa Fe is the nation's highest state capital.
Really?
Yeah. They are 7,199 feet above sea level.
Wow, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
You can see 5 different states from the top of Capulin volcano.
That's really cool. Yeah, New Mexico is more than just a desert. But before we go over that, we got A&M over at the Main Street Bar. Hopkins taking home $13 on that line prize. We got $13 on that large M and $11,615 on that jackpot.
Yeah, as a person who lived close to New Mexico, living in Arizona, and drove through New Mexico a few times, they could have fooled me.
About it not being just desert.
Yeah, exactly. New Mexico can proudly claim one of the most diverse landscapes in the world, with ranges of incredible outdoor adventures to match. You can They sport snow at the peaks of their mountains and also have, rivers, other greenery, as well as, dry deserts. Really cool stuff. Santa Fe was founded 10 years before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth.
Yeah, while we typically think of the founding of America dating to the time of the Pilgrims, the Spanish were in New Mexico long before the Mayflower bumped against the Massachusetts Rock. Santa Fe is not only the oldest European city west of the Mississippi River, it's the oldest capital city in North America, dating all the way back to 1610.
Wow, that's cool. Has existed longer than America. Doc Holliday was once a dentist in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and shot a guy. What?
So funny.
Okay, the Atlantic native came west in 1879 on doctor's recommendation. The soon-to-be gunslinging slinger was dying of tuberculosis and was told that the high, dry air of New Mexico would help his condition. Dentistry morphed into a saloon, and the hard-drinking, smartly dressed womanizer quickly found himself at odds with a former Army scout by the name of Michael Gordon. After the altercation over a dancer at the saloon, Gordon stepped outside, pulled his gun, and proceeded to shoot up Holliday's saloon. That's insane. Doc dropped him with a single bullet after, and then became a gunslinging Westerner.
Yeah, but we do have Steve as well as I'm back taking home that large M. $13 getting split between you guys. And we got Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, taking home $20 on that Musco prize. Nicely done. That was game number 3. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 4. Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, John Henry Holliday, better known as Doc Holliday, was an American gambler, gunfighter, and dentist. He is known for the famous gunfight in the OK Corral.
Oh, he's part of the OK Corral.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, Smokey Bear is from New Mexico. Fun little fact.
His spouse was nicknamed Big Nose Kate. I just wanted to put that out there. Who calls a woman Big Nose Kate?
A woman that's
He's got a big nose, has earned the title.
I don't know. I feel like you got to be pretty cool. Like for you to just go.
She doesn't even have a big nose.
To go as Big Nose Kate, like she just got to be cool. Like.
Yeah, she doesn't even have a big nose.
It doesn't matter. It's not about the big nose. She's called Big Nose because she's got it's all about the, essence of the woman.
She might have been that dance hall girl. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well,
the plot thickens.
Definitely. Good to hear about Big Nose Kate. We were at Smokey Bear. He's from New Mexico.
Really?
Yeah. Fun little fact. The first atomic bomb was exploded in New Mexico. It's one of the youngest American states.
Mm-hmm.
The Wilderness Act was born here.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. What is the Wilderness Act in law in September 1965? Few were aware of America's landmark conservation legislation originated in New Mexico. Ecologists and Forest Service rangers achieved the first official wilderness area in the nation by gaining a designation from the Gila Wilderness in New Mexico. Today, the state is blessed with some of the most diverse and stunning protected wilderness in the U.S.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, you can't legally dance while wearing your sombrero.
Why?
I know you were thinking about it, but don't. Step away, back down, just say no. Dancing while wearing your sombrero might land you in jail here.
Really?
They don't give you a reason why. It just is a
Okay.
reason. About 75% of New Mexico's roads are unpaved. Interesting. New Mexico has more cows than people. It's home to one of the largest hot air balloon festivals in the world. That's
cool.
Some fun facts about New Mexico. Definitely some cool stuff there.
Happy New Mexico Day.
I think you care a little bit more about the sombrero thing. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it was said, but it even doesn't really give an explanation. There's nothing illegal about wearing a sombrero in New Mexico, but once you start dancing in it, you're breaking the law. It may not seem like dancing in a sombrero would cause any reason to be banned, but the state lawmakers certainly disagreed.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, happy National New Mexico Day. We do have this next national day. It's International Bath Day. On June 14th, celebrate International Bath Day by filling up a lovely bath for your children. Realize that bath time is a great time to discover and learn. With just a few bath toys or simple plastic cups, they will immediately begin to test the waves of their water lab. Watch and see how every child becomes a little scientist with a few new bath time discoveries.
My mom used to get so upset with me when I would combine all of the little shampoos and whatnots we had and make concoctions in our plastic cup. She would get so mad at me because she actually buys high-end stuff.
Yes.
And I would be just squirting an $80 bottle of shampoo into this cup, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm making a root beer flow." Or
We do have a line prize going out to Rob over at Shooters, and as well as a few other players. Wow, it's a lot of players getting the win. Okay, Rob at Shooters Saloon and Eatery. You got Rosebud over at Beer Drew Bar. Nancer over at Corky's Bar South Haven. I'm back over at Main Street Pub. Yeah, and all those players. Good job to everybody getting that win on that $14 line prize.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're working on a $14 large M with a bunch of players 4 balls away.
Yeah, but it is International Bath Day, guys. So if you guys got kids out there, make bath time a little bit more fun today.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait till I can afford to have an actual bath in my house.
I couldn't agree more. I haven't taken a actual bubble bath in years.
Yeah.
And I would very much I dream of one of those huge egg-shaped tubs one day.
Yeah, I want a jacuzzi tub.
Yeah.
I want a jacuzzi tub. I don't want those egg-shaped. No bath like that can fit me, and so it won't fit right, and so I won't be able to take a bath. You might get to enjoy it, but I wouldn't be able to enjoy it, and so I want a big jacuzzi tub because I could actually fit in that, and it's actually enjoying when you get to just relax after a long day, not have to stand up on your feet in the shower, and you just sit there and you just enjoy a nice bath. It's really nice.
Absolutely. We got Simbob at Corky's and Bree at Hoover's, and Scrubba at American Legion Fridley. All splitting up that $14 large M. We got 2 balls to go before we're moving past this jackpot. Let's see if anyone can hit it. Doesn't look like it. We are going to be moving on to a $21 Musco prize, and we got It's Me 1 ball away.
We'll see if they can get the win in these next couple balls, so we can start getting enrolled into the next game of game number 5, halfway game of these Twins games, and have another shot at that jackpot. But happy International Bath Day. Next up is National Bourbon Day. On June 14th, National Bourbon Day recognized the official spirit of America.
This is our national drink.
No, it's the official spirit of America.
Okay. Well, we got No Work over at VFW Spring Lake Park and Stoli at American Legion Shakopee, both splitting up that $21 Musco prize. Nicely done. That was game number 4. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 5.
Yeah, bourbon is a type of American whiskey, a barreled aged distilled liquor made primarily from corn. The name derives from the French Bourbon dynasty. Although the precise inspiration is uncertain, contenders include Bourbon Country in Kentucky and Bourbon Street in New Orleans, both in which are named after the dynasty.
Very cool. Yeah, I am not a big whiskey or bourbon drinker, but there is one brand that I would like to try, specifically, especially because of just one TV show that I watched, and 2 of the characters made their own label from it. It's called Two Brothers, and it's the brothers.
Oh, it is. It is the official drink of the U.S. Yeah,
Okay.
bourbon. It's been the USA national spirit since 1964.
Very cool.
Interesting. So it is, and so enjoy a little bit of bourbon today. There's any way you enjoy bourbon?
Well, I was telling a story, but you got excited, so I stopped telling it.
Okay, what's the story?
It's the TV show I've watched in high school called The Vampire Diaries. The 2 brothers from that TV show made their own brand of bourbon because they drink it so heavily in the show. And you have to get a special order to try it, and I would like to try it. I'd like to see what the hype is about. Yeah.
Is it supposed to be good bourbon?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that they did that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how good it would actually be, but I'd be willing to try it.
Oh, so there's no reviews that you've heard of this. It's just like
Yeah,
you just
no,
want to try out.
I've seen women try it, but they're also like in love with Ian Somerhalder, so I don't know if they're being honest.
Oh, okay. So
So-
it's just people trying. Cause I don't know. I don't ever test. I'm not a huge alcohol person, so I don't really know
Yeah.
the difference between good alcohol and bad alcohol. I can just tell it doesn't burn as much sometimes when you drink it, or it sits better in your stomach when you drink it.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I can really tell if it's expensive. It's not by like just like the general taste of it though. It's
Yeah,
all like
alcohol kind
about
of tastes like alcohol.
how it goes down and how it rests in the stomach. That's how I can tell if it's
No,
expensive or
100%.
not.
Because sometimes it feels like your throat's on fire, and then other times it's just like you took a sip of something, like you didn't
Yeah.
hurt at all. So I can definitely understand the difference in that. But I haven't really tried a lot of bourbon, so I don't really know if I'd have a good comparison to say.
Yeah, did you have a favorite way of enjoying bourbon?
No.
You don't have any way that
No.
you like to drink it?
No.
Even back in high school when you were more of a whiskey drinker?
No.
Oh, that shouldn't say that.
I also wasn't.
Yeah, no, I've just heard stories. And
Not with bourbon.
Next up, National Strawberry Shortcake Day.
All right. Well, National Strawberry Shortcake Day on June 14th each year lands on the peak of strawberry season. While we are able to get strawberries all year long now, the best strawberries are those picked from April to June. These bright red berries during this time are sweeter and more flavorful. By adding them to a shortcake biscuit or a sponge cake, strawberry shortcake is easy and refreshing summertime dessert. I couldn't agree more. I love a little strawberry shortcake. I usually get those angel food cake little things, and then we layer them that way.
Yes, definitely a really, really fun stuff. I don't know if I've ever had strawberry shortcake though, even though it's like one of the most popular like cakes out there.
I know, and you eat angel food cake. You just need to have it with some like whipped cream, cream cheese mix, and then some strawberries on top, and that's basically a strawberry
Yeah,
shortcake.
you can't go wrong with it. I
No.
feel like it's just super good, but
So good.
I've just never had it. So
Yeah.
it's something that I need to get out there and try out. Hopefully, maybe even today, probably not, I can get some National Shortcake Day.
Absolutely, but we got Scoop over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $12 on that line prize. We got $12 on that large M and $11,750 on that jackpot. Well, if you guys get to have a chance and try some strawberry shortcake today is the day to do it. But we do have another national day to get into.
Yeah, and that's National Flag Day. On June 14th, National Flag Day honors Old Glory and commemorates the adoption of the United States flag on June 14th, 1777. The holiday is a day that America shows respect for the U.S. flag and what it represents, representing independence and unity. The Star-Spangled Banner has become a powerful symbol of Americanism, and the flag is flown proudly.
Absolutely.
No, I think that it definitely stands for very, very good things, and I'm glad that we can celebrate the flag on today.
Absolutely. I still remember the Pledge of Allegiance that we used to say every single day to it in school.
Do you know the national anthem?
Like the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
do you know every word to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had to sing it so many times.
Oh, it's been sung so many times, and so I was like, you know the Pledge of Allegiance, but the Star Spangled Banner is what is the Pledge of Allegiance like?
I pledge of allegiance to the flag.
No, I know what it is, but I don't need to hear it repeated. I'm wondering what it is in the fact of like I said it throughout all of school, but outside of that, where is it said anywhere else?
I don't know necessarily. I haven't seen it or haven't had to say it anywhere else other than like in primary school. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we do have a winner as Bo H over at Country Lounge in St. Paul is taking home $12 on that large M. We got $19 on that Musco prize now, and we got Kirby one ball away. Yeah, let's take a peek and see if we can find where it's said anywhere else.
Yeah, I just want to see if it's
But we got a Musco prize winner as Lucky at St. Patrick's Tavern in New Prague is taking home that Musco prize. $19 going out to you. That was game number 5 already. We're about to begin enrolled into game number 6. Have you been able to find anything?
Yeah, I can't find anything. It just is talking about other like countries saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't know if anywhere else it's like a regular thing to say the Pledge of Allegiance outside of school.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But we'll get into a little bit of Twins news while
All right.
while you try and see if there's any other ways we say it as we get enrolled into a game number 6. But right now, our Twins are 36-27 on the season. Byron Buxton belted his 18th home run. Chris Aker delivered another steady pitching performance, and the Minnesota Twins defeated the Seattle Mariners 3-2 on Monday night.
Alrighty, that's what I like to see. I missed. How did we do on our other previous games?
We lost.
We did.
I don't know about the other games that were a little bit earlier than that, as I missed the weekend games, but the last one before that we had lost.
All right. Well, that's all right. We're back and better than ever, defeating those Mariners, and we got another game going up against them today at 9:10 for you guys. So definitely be prepared for that one.
Yeah, it should be a good one. And we got a great E-Tab game that's matched up with our Minnesota Twins called Twins Win. Play wherever you play Pilot games at, and definitely give it a shot because it's super, super fun.
Absolutely. And you guys are playing a little bit of Twins Bingo right now. And what do you get when you combine our Twins and Vikings? We get the Twikings. And so that's the zone you guys are playing for, competing and getting those points to compete against each other in these top 10s. And I'm going to hop right into these player side as you guys have about a minute and a half to get enrolled in game number 6. In 10th place, we got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 120,000. 9th place is Puba at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights with 121,000. With 135,000 in 8th place, we have Yo-Yo at Riverside Store and Tavern. Right ahead of him, though, with only 1,000 points separating them, 136,000 points sit with Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue in 7th place. 6th place sits with Lucky Tim over at Lakefront Bar with 158,000. And then with 169,000 in 5th place, we have GTZ at Sal's Bar and Grill. 4th place sits with Mikey Wins at Steve-O's with 198,000. Then in 3rd, we got Nan at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 211,000. Then we got Simbob at Bedrock with 216,000 points sitting in 2nd. 1st place, though, is Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine sitting with 307,000 points so far.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff on that Twiking Zone player standings. Moving on to the location side, in 10th place, we got Poppers in Virginia with 180,000 points. With 246,000 points in 9th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 8th place is VFW Blaine with 265,000 points. With 296,000 points in 6th place, we actually have a two-way tie between Eagles Rochester and our place on 3rd and Faribault, with Eagles Rochester moving from 7th into 6th. 5th place is Corner Bar and Goodhue with 301,000 points. With 306,000 points in 4th place, we got Steve-O's in Bristol. 3rd place is American Legion Fridley with 523,000 points. With 533,000 points in 2nd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 926,000 points.
Absolutely, but you guys are officially in this game number 6. We got $10 on that line and large M and $11,800 on that jackpot.
Yeah, it should be some fun stuff as we have Baba Booey getting after this one. Haven't seen you in a long time, Baba Booey.
Absolutely, but if you guys couldn't tell right now, we're listening to a little Nugget Chasers. It's an awesome E-Tab game that we've just released in this past year, and you guys definitely want to check it out. It's a lot of fun, some really fun characters, and some great prizes to be won. But we do have a line prize winner.
Squigs over at Malone's Bar and Grill, taking home $10 on that line prize. Now we're working on that $10 large M with Lucky Tim and Mike going after it.
Absolutely, but if Nugget Chasers doesn't sound up to your speed, don't worry, we have over 50 different charitable E-Tab games and counting that are being released, and you guys can play any of them at any time to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, 85% payout, and awesome bonus rounds as well as free play rounds as well that you can win too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely go check it out and get some really big prizes. But now we got a little bit of music history, both of them generally around the same time. But in 2002, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is knighted by Queen Elizabeth II.
That's really surprising to me.
He's a knight.
Why?
Well, you know, I don't.
He's got the moves, I guess.
Yeah, the moves like Mick Jagger. I want to look up who's been knighted by, like.
By the Queen?
Yeah.
Or like which celebrities?
Like, what celebrities have been knighted by the Queen?
All right, let's take a peek. But we got Lucky Tim, 1 ball away. Let's see if we can get this large M out. We are still at 43 balls, so it is going to be a nice run up at that jackpot if we can give that out pretty soon.
Okay, we got a few celebrities that have been knighted by the Queen.
All right.
And the first one is Judi Dench.
Aw.
Yeah,
She became a dame.
Yeah, she became a dame. That's awesome. We do have a winner on that large M with Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria of Pub Oak Park Heights, taking home $10 as we click over to a $16 must-go prize.
Oh, I love this next woman, Maggie Smith. She became a dame in 1989, way before she was even ever casted as Professor McGonagall in the Harry Potter films.
Oh, that's who she is.
She plays the woman who turns into a cat.
That's awesome.
I love her.
Yeah, the happy nighting. I don't know.
Happy nighting.
We do have a coverall winner with Juicy Loser over at American Legion Fridley, taking home that $16 must-go prize, and that jackpot is growing and rolling into a game number 7.
Oh, yeah.
But another person who's been knighted is Paul McCartney, was knighted in 1997.
All right.
Yeah.
Elton John earned his knighthood in 1998.
Okay. Number 5 and 6, Julie Andrews was named a dame at the same time as her fellow actress Elizabeth Taylor.
Those are some great women in history. That is hilarious.
That is great. Who's the one that plays the queen in...
That is Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews.
She's in The
Love
Sound
her.
of Music.
Love
yeah.
her. Just great. Ooh, Michael Caine received his knighthood under his real name in 2000. Okay, so although Hollywood knows him as Michael Caine, he was knighted by the Queen under his real name, Maurice Micklewhite.
I love that. Maurice Micklewhite. I'm going to start calling him that from now on.
Yeah, that is a great name.
Helen Mirren was named a dame in 2003, just 3 years before she even played the Queen in an Oscar-winning role.
That is so cool. In 2003, the Queen refused to give Mick Jagger his knighthood, so Prince Charles gave it to him instead.
Really?
Oh, so it wasn't Queen Elizabeth who gave him. Reportedly, Queen Elizabeth didn't want to knight Mick Jagger because of his anti-establishment views, so she had Prince Charles do the honors at the Buckingham Palace. It was all rather wonderfully formal, Mick Jagger said after the ceremony, according to Rolling Stones.
That's hilarious.
So we even got wrong information in our thing of that it was actually it wasn't the Queen, it was
It was King Charles. Prince Charles, I'm sorry.
Prince Charles. That is so interesting.
Yeah, next up, Bill Gates was knighted. He was an honorary knight in 2015 thanks to his charity work.
Yeah, 2005.
2005.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie received honorary damehood also in 2005. In 2017, Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour was named a dame.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Emma Thompson was named wore trainers to her ceremony in 2018 when she was voted one. That's hysterical. She's Nanny McPhee.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a great actress. British racing driver Lewis Hamilton was knighted by Prince Charles.
Wow.
And that's all the celebrities we got on this list.
That is so funny.
That is a bunch of people that I did not expect. And we also learned a little bit more about Mick Jagger's knighting, and it wasn't Queen Elizabeth. It was actually
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
Absolutely, but you guys have just about 8 seconds to get enrolled in game number 7, and I have another on this Music Day in history, as in 2005 today, Backstreet Boys strayed from their traditional pop fare for their rock-leaning comeback album, Never Gone. It debuted at number 3 in America, and it sold over 10 million copies worldwide, and it is slayed by critics.
Yeah, I don't know much about
I've never even heard of this.
This Never Gone album, but I guess it went pretty big in number 3, but it may just have been because it was their comeback album.
Yeah, and they were so big originally.
And they were so big, but
Yeah, the Backstreet Boys. I wonder. I can't really think of them being really rock heavy.
Yeah, so Never Gone is the 5th studio album released by the American vocal group Backstreet Boys as the follow-up to their 4th studio album, Black and Blue. After the short hiatus, Never Gone was originally due for the release in 2004, but the release date for the album was pushed to June 14th, 2005.
All right, but we got Jewel over at Eddie's Bar taking home $12 on that line prize. Nicely done.
Yeah, definitely interesting. It's got incomplete. I just want you to know. Crawling back to you. Weird World. I Still, as well as Poster Girl.
Maybe I've heard Calling Back to You, but I can't really say that I recognize any of these songs.
Yeah, I did just want you to know sounded familiar to me, but I don't think it may be just lyrics to a different song.
Maybe we'll just have to listen to some Backstreet Boys today.
I don't see why not. We do have a $12 large M that we're working on right here. But later tonight, we have a PGL game, PGL night. And if you want to earn points on that night, you got to be signed up at PGL.world. Compete for points, access to insider information, monthly newsletter, information about PyCon. You need to get signed up, as well as we get you highlighted in the new member spotlight.
Oh, we love showcasing all of our new players who sign up, and we're going to do just that as we had Heidi Ho, Brett and Jesse, Natural Critter 623, Winifred Rue, Dusty 726, Tyler T, Mail Lady, Jay-Z, Ms. Holly, Miss Kitty, Poa, Beatnik, Sand Ud, as well as Aim 23 and Ducks.
Yeah, definitely some great names out there. You got a favorite one right now?
I'm going to go with Beatnik.
I'm going to go with Ms. Holly.
All right, but we got Scrub Eye and American Legion, Fridley, and Dumb over at Mapleview Lounge, both splitting up $12. Nicely done. So we got a $18 must-go prize now.
Yeah, what does beatnik mean? It's a person who participates in a social movement of the 1950s and early 60s, which stressed heuristics, self-express and reject, and more of the conventional society. Artistic.
Oh my gosh, that's messed me up. But we got Doggo 22 now instead of Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge. Doggo 22 taking away that must-go prize, $18 going out to you. That was game number 7 already. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 8.
Yeah, but they wanted to express themselves in a more artistic self-expression and rejected the conventional
norms of society.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, so there you go. That's your favorite name that you just picked out right there.
Okay.
So good job, Beatnik, getting the name out there. Now we're getting enrolled into a game number 8. Alrighty, game number 8. So get enrolled, press play as we hop into the PGL standings. And in 10th place, we got Rays 22 over at the Old Town Tavern with 1,140,000 points. With 1,174,000 points in 9th place, we got OE50 at Stanchion Bar. 8th place is Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 1,243,000 points. 7th place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 1,284,000 points. With 1,378,000 points in 6th place, we got Bucks over at Rustic Saloon. 5th place is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,519,000 points. With 1,671,000 points in 4th place, we got Forget You D over at VFW Austin. 3rd place is Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,742,000 points. With 2,272,000 points in 2nd place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. And in 1st place, it's Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 2,449,000 points.
Absolutely. And on the location side of things, I'm going to hop right in. And in 10th place, we have Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 4,514,925 points. But with 4,720,435 points in 9th place, we have Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. 8th place sits with the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 4,771,859 points. But with 5,119,680 points in 7th place, it's Neeson's Gaylord. In 6th, we have VFW Northfield sitting with 5,146,845 points, but with 5,683,549 points in 5th place, it's American Legion Cleveland. 4th place sits with Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 6,530,265 points, but with 6,933,459 points in 3rd place, it's Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake. 2nd place is our high riser of the last couple weeks, Poppers in Virginia, sits with 7,523,047 points. While still reigning in 1st place, we have Billy's Rockford sitting with 7,766,344 points accumulated so far.
Yeah, definitely some great point totals out there, but let's get into some wild news as we got check in with the NHL playoffs, which are having a little game, the first game of the NHL finals between the Lightning and the Avalanche tomorrow.
Oh, so the Lightning won on Saturday.
They did. ahead, the cursed like number 1 and number 2 team to make the finals actually went to the finals. This is such a boring finals. I mean, I don't know if it's wrong to say that, but I'm bored with these finals. It's too predictable. It was the number 1 team in the power rankings, and then you get the Lightning, who are going for a three-peat.
Yeah.
And so it just felt like a very predictable, and no one likes a predictable finals.
No.
And so we'll see. It should be a good high-powered matchup. Two of the best teams in the NHL going after it. So it should be fun to watch, actually. But just not what I was looking forward to, as you always want to have that underdog story of them winning or whatever it was. And so I'm just a little disappointed with what it turned out. But I guess it should be a fun, really good team matchup at 7 p.m. Tomorrow.
Absolutely. But we got Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria in Pub Oak Park Heights taking away $12 on that line prize. We got 12 on that large M and $11,930 on that jackpot.
Yeah, but if you guys want to get a little bit of Minnesota Wild action, play the game Let's Go Wild at your favorite Minnesota bars right now, and you guys can win some really great prizes, maybe even in that slap shot bonus.
Absolutely, but we got players 3 balls away, but we have an awesome fishing report to get into. This was done for the Grand Rapids area lakes by Explore Minnesota, updated just on June 9th. Fishing has heated up for a variety of species, and on many lake areas, the water is higher and clearer. The jig and minnow bites remain best for walleye, but leeches and crawlers are starting to produce some fish as well. Some anglers are having success using a slip bobber and leech pitched to the edge of the weeds in the evening. A fan cast until you connect that fish. And as the weeds emerge, some walleye will move shallow and stay for the entire season. And so you can look for those weed walleye, and they can be pretty aggressive as well, responding to smaller jigs with a chub or shiner, as well as a slip bobber and leech. Some of these lakes to consider are the Big Splithead, Trout, Pokemon, Big Jesse, Bowstring, or even the Winnipegish Lake. Largemouth and smallmouth bass fishing are picked up, and both species have become very active. Neither species have moved into those shallow rocks or gravel to spawn, and so areas just adjacent to those spawning beds have been very productive for those using Ned rigs and light jig heads. But we do have a winner.
Yeah, we got Baba Booey over at the Old Piper Inn in Lakeville taking home $12. Now working on a $19 Musco coverall prize.
Absolutely, but if you're also working with a 4-inch plastic during the day, top water lures and spinnerbaits have been really effective early in the morning as well as late afternoon. Please return both bass species to the place you caught them, though, as quickly as possible so they can complete their spawn. Some of the best smallmouth lakes in the area of Pokegama, Wabana, Deer, North Star, Bass Lakes, and are the reason for that Grand Rapids area are often chosen for that national bass tournament.
We do have Baba Booey as well as Kate's Papa and Lindy Lou splitting up that $19 Musco coverall. Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria Pub Oak Park Heights, Baba Booey over at Old Piper Inn in Lakeville, and Lindy Lou over at American Legion Shakopee.
Absolutely. That was game number 8. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 9.
But if you take home that jackpot in game number 9, make sure you take a photo of it. That 11 grand, take a nice little photo right there in front of your face. Not right in front of it, right to the side of your face, maybe even on the phone with Jackpot Jen.
Oh, yeah.
And we love to see those player pictures, but we also love to see you just playing Pilot games, whether it's with your favorite bartender, your friends, or just by yourself. You can send it a player pic. We love seeing those, and you guys can share those on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com or by posting them onto any of our social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games.
Absolutely, and we have an awesome player picture to show you guys, and there it is. We got Tina playing a little bit of Winter Wonderland. It claims to be her favorite eTab game, so you guys can hold up your favorite ones as well and share them with us directly.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. But we got a little bit of Vikings news, as 2 weeks ago, Bleacher Report forecasted Minnesota Vikings edge rusher Azizi Otomeu as a possible rookie gem, and the hype hasn't stopped there. The same entity, Bleacher Report, mentioned last week one rookie to keep an eye on for each team, and the Vikings again, the nominee is Otomeu. The pizzazz surrounding Azizi is a little strange, mainly because the pass rusher was drafted in the 5th round in April's draft. Generally speaking, low round prospects don't receive much build-up heading into the regular season, but for now, Automeu is doing just the amount of pundits. Alex Albertine of Bleacher Report said about keeping an eye on Automeu that he played primarily outside the tackle at Minnesota, but he's big enough and he could have a sense as an athletic defensive tackle. The 5th round stepped into a kind of role as a rookie would be huge for the Vikings, and I think with Ed Donatel's defensive system that he's bringing in, we do a lot of moving around. It even reported that Daniel Hunter feels like a kid at the candy store, quote unquote, because he's being able to get lined up in all kinds of different spots on the defensive line to give him some better matchup and be able to get after the quarterback better. And I think having another guy like that can go down, play some defensive tackle on those 3rd down reps where you don't necessarily need the run-stopping D-tackle. You need the guy that can get after the quarterback. I think he could do that, just that, especially as a rookie. And if he can, that would be a really productive addition.
I think this is awesome, though, because it really just proves like how the Vikings have been focusing on a well-rounded team, making sure that every single component of that team is working and ready to go on that field, even though they're not the original starting players. Because like they said, a lot of those times you don't see those 5th round draft picks or even further down getting those highlighted things before the season even starts. And so the fact that they're taking the time and making sure that every single person on that team is getting the time that they need and progressing the way that they should be, it really is awesome that he's being able to be showcased this way with Azizi getting as much spotlight as he is.
It definitely is a cool one. And if you guys want to support our Minnesota Vikings, play the great E-Tab game, Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus to win some big prizes, but we have a line prize getting out there.
That's right. Juicy Loser at American Legion Fridley, as well as Scrubeye at that same location, are splitting up that $11 line prize. Give each other a high five.
Yeah. Now we're going to get into some jackpot hunter standings while you guys are working on that large M. And in 10th place, we got Lars over at Anamia Vets Club with 54,000 points. With 59,000 points in 9th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House. 8th place is Kev over at the Deer Stand with 61,000 points. With 63,000 points in 6th place, we got 2 Agril over at Jimmy G's Bar, as well as Kimmy over at Nisoa Legion. In 5th place, we got Crazy Kid over the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 68,000 points. With 69,000 points in 4th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. 3rd place is Not Lucky over at American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. With 144,000 points in 2nd place, we got Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 1st place is Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 151,000 points.
Absolutely, but the location standings are pretty intense, and we start off with a tie in 9th place. American Legion Fridley is tied up with Shady's Railside and Rice. They both have 103,000, but we do have a large M winner.
Yeah, we got Rockin' Robin over at the VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that $11 Musco prize.
Right on, Rockin' Robin, but I'm going to hop back into these location standings, because in 8th place we sit with Boulevard Tavern in West St. Paul with 109,000. Riverboat Depot in Startell is sitting in 7th with 117,000. 6th place is Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 118,000. But with 122,000 in 5th place we have the Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd. 4th place sits with Concordia Lanes in Newham with 143,000. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 224,000. With 285,000 in 2nd place we have VFW Spring Lake Park, and in 1st place we have Corner Bar in Goodhue with 412,000 points.
But we got Stoley over at American Legion Jacoby taking home that $16 Musco coverall prize in this game number 9. But good job to all the winners in this game number 9. We're about to get enrolled into the final game of Twins Bingo. Should be some fun stuff, so get enrolled, press play with that jackpot still growing. But as you guys are getting enrolled into this final game of Twins Bingo, we do have some celebrity birthdays we can get into. And born in 1811, we got Harriet Beecher Stowe, an American author who wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, and was a huge person in her time.
Absolutely. Let's take a peek at some of the things she did. She was an American author and abolitionist. She came from the Beecher family, a religious family, and became best known for her novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin, which depicts the harsh conditions experienced by enslaved African Americans.
Yeah, definitely a powerful player into that. And, rose to fame in 1851 with her best-selling book, which, like you said, highlighted those terrible things that happened. Okay. Yeah, someone asked that if she had been the cause of the Civil War. Although the novel had a huge impact on America, it did not start the Civil War. The novel did, however, capture the tension of the nation torn.
Absolutely, I think that is very well depicted, and I think it's amazing that she wrote that book as a woman, a white woman, to do that and be able to shed some light on it is great. But happy birthday, Harriet Bleacher Stowe. But in 1919, we had Gene Barry, an actor whose leading roles in the films The Atomic City and The War of the Worlds, and for his portrayal of the title characters in the TV series Bat Masterson and Burke's Law, amongst many other roles.
Yeah, definitely a big-time actor for his time, and I don't necessarily know much of him, but his works precede him and has been a big thing. As I've seen, there was a remake of The War of the Worlds, I think.
I'm not too sure. There might be. I mean, it would make sense, but yeah, he's been in a lot of different works, anywhere ranging from like the 40s all the way through the 80s. He's a big time.
Yeah,
actor.
War of the Worlds. There's a 2005 film that comes out with that came out with Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, Channing Tatum, big time.
Yeah, I wonder, is it a remake or is it just?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, I'm not too sure.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's portrayed from a book, and so it wouldn't surprise me if there is a remake on that one. But as you are looking up the if it's a remake or not,
Yeah.
it is the
It
remake.
is.
Okay, definitely some great stuff. Happy birthday, Gene Barry. Next up, born in 1958, we got Eric Heiden, an American speed skater, won 5 Olympic gold medals in one Olympics in
Wow.
1980.
That is impressive.
5 different gold medals, one Olympics.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous. Happy birthday, Eric Heiden. I mean, just an incredible athlete to be able to do so.
Absolutely, but we are officially in our last game. We got $11 on that line in large M and over $12,000 officially on that jackpot.
Yeah, he got 5 individual medals, set 4 Olympic records,
Wow.
and 1 world record in just the 1980 Winter Olympics.
That's insane, and he's 64 years old today.
Well, happy birthday, Eric Heiden.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Boy George, who was born in 1961, also known as George O'Dowd. He's the British singer-songwriter known for Culture Club, Karma Chameleon. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good one. We do have Lucky Dula over at our place on Third, $11 going out to them. And now we got another celebrity birthday, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, born in 1969. We got Steffi Graf, a German tennis player, Golden Slam in 1988, and in 22 Grand Slam single titles.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. Happy birthday, Steffi Graf.
Next up, in 1989, Lucy Hale was born, the American actress known for Pretty Little Liars, and she was in a couple other works as well.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with her nearly as much, but I knew you would know her, so
Yes.
I threw her in there. And she's in Pretty Little Liars, The Hating Game, Truth or Dare, Fantasy Island, A Nice Girl Like You, A Cinderella Story.
Wizards of Waverly Place. She was
Okay.
in for a bit. She was in the movie Dude. She was in a series called Life Sentence. She's just a really well-known kind of female actress.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Lucy Hale. Been in a lot of different shows. And the last celebrity birthday, born in 2160, we got Montgomery Edward Scott, fictional engineer from Star Trek. Love those fictional ones, and we can see who is Montgomery. Okay, he is the chief engineer officer of the USS Enterprise and the U.S. Enterprise A, among other jobs during the 23rd century.
Yeah, he's played by James Doan.
Yeah, definitely some cool stuff. Happy birthday, the fictional character, Montgomery Edward Scott.
Yeah, well, happy birthday to all of our celebrity birthdays. And if it's your birthday out there as well, happy birthday to you. We got Kirby at American Legion Fridley and Baba Booey at Old Piper Inn. But we also had Bob.
Let's see. Okay, it did click over.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta wait to see if I can freak out. But good job. Announce the winners.
We got Kirby and Baba Booey splitting up that $11 large M, and we got Baba Booey stealing away that must-go prize, $16 on that last jackpot. But we do want to highlight a very important player in the charity they supported while playing Pilot games.
Four-man rules over at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill took home $4,447, and everyone who plays at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill supports the Moose Lodge 1703 Albert Lee, and their mission is an international organization of men and women dedicated to caring for youth and old, bringing communities close together, and celebrating life. Definitely a great thing right there.
Absolutely. Remember, each of the locations you guys play at support different charities around your community. Take that in consideration as you jump into the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter. And remember, while you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, we love getting each and every day started off right with a little bit of Twins bingo. Hopefully you guys come out each and every day from 12 to 1 and compete against each other in these Twiking Zone standings.
Oh yeah, and in 10th place in those standings on the player side, we got Pooba over at Brian's Bar and Grill with 119,000 points. With 120,000 points in 9th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. 8th place is Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn with 130,000 points. With 136,000 points in 7th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. Then in 6th place, we got Lucky Tim over at Lakefront Bar with 144,000 points. With 169,000 points in 5th place, we got GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill. 4th place is Mikey Wins over at Steve O's with 197,000 points. With 208,000 points in 3rd place, we got Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 208,000 points. And with 283,000 points leading the pack in 1st place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Friendly.
Oh yeah, that's been pretty exciting to watch, but I'm going to hop right into the location standings. And in 10th place, we got the Main Street Pub in Kimball with 166,000. 9th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 224,000. But with 244,000 in 8th place, it's VFW Blaine in Blaine. 7th place, it's with Eagles Rochester in Rochester with 288,000 points. But with 294,000 points in 6th place, it's our place on 3rd in Faribault. Then into 5th place, we got Steve-O's in Crystal with 299,000 points. But with 301,000 points in 4th place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue. 3rd place sits with American Legion Fridley with 483,000. Corky's Bar in South Haven sits in 2nd with 517,000. And then with a whopping 889,000 points in 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park.
Well, what crazy point totals we have on the location and player side of these standings. Make sure you guys are playing a little bit of Twins bingo to earn points for those standings, as well as some great cash prizes from 12 all the way till 1 o'clock.